Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Thought I'd do a short video today on how to replace the OEM original speakers in your Toyota Land Cruiser. So the ones that we're talking about specifically are the ones in your front and rear doors. So the ones that are right here, and then this guy right here. So these 6-inch speakers are actually the paper ones that were made back in 2000, and while they're good, they've come a little ways. So what I recommend is doing a search for like marine grade 6-inch shallow speakers, and they will actually do the job quite nicely. So let's take a look and see what it takes to get them installed. Alright, so with the front door, you've got several screws that you need to take off. So right underneath here, you've got 2 screws, and then underneath here, you've got several screws as well. And then there's these guys right here. Getting close so you can see that. And these are really fragile, so the trick on these is you push them in and just get a set of keys. You can push these in and then you can pull these out, and you just want to be really careful with this process because they break. So this is a good one. When you go to put them back in, you're going to push that forward, and sorry for the, alright, so you want to leave them like this, and then when you go to put them back in, you just push them in and they're set. So these guys, you can just pop them off. If you got an actual tool, it's always nicer, that way you don't have to worry about messing with your interior a little bit. Let's see what we got here. There you go. Alright, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts, and then there's another one right behind here, and then there's another one behind this guy right here. So to take this guy off, you're gonna lift this up, and there's a catch right here. So you want to push this in, and you always want to lift it from the front back. The reason is there's just a regular hook on the back, and if you try to pull this off on the back end, you're going to end up breaking this guy, because over time these guys get brittle. So remove the electrical, and there is the screw that we're going to go after. Alright, so there's that screw behind there that you're going to want to take out. Alright, so once you remove this screw, this is probably the trickiest part in the whole process of removing this door panel. And you're going to want to pull on the top of this guy, and it's a weird, it's really hard to explain. But there's essentially a catch right here above this that you're trying to let loose. There you go. See, it just popped this in. So once you do that, then the rest of this will come out. But it's just that first little part that's super frustrating. So you're going to want to do that process on the top and the bottom. I should have done that. So you'll see there's 2 little catches above and below, and you're just going to want to reach up in there and bend this up or down depending on your angle so you can get this off. All right, so once you've taken all the screws off, the fasteners off, and the door handle bucket, whatever you want to call it, then this guy's ready to come off. So you're gonna wanna, I missed one. So there's one more fastener right back here. So you're gonna push that guy in and take him out. All right, so it should flap like that when you know you're good to go. All right, so lift it up. Might take you a little finagling, but she'll come off. Be careful when you do that though, because this is one more thing you need to do. And I'm not sure you can get in there or not, but there is a electrical plug that you'll need to undo there. So once you do that, you're free. So you set that aside. All right, so here is your OEM speaker, and what we're gonna do here is unplug it and take it out of there. All right, so these are the three components that you're gonna need to replace the speakers in your doors. So for example, I have a Polk 6-inch Marine speaker here. These are actually really good. The sound quality is great on them and everything else like that. I think they go for like $80 new or something like that, but I picked these up off of eBay like for $40 each. So I mean $40 for a pair. It took me a little while, but if you hunt for them, you can get these used at a pretty good deal. This guy here is an adapter for the speaker, and then this is the actual, this is what they call a, I can't remember what the technical term is, but essentially this has the Toyota adapter that's in your door there. That way you don't actually have to do soldering and rewiring and everything. So this is like super handy. It was an awesome find. I'll have the link for both of these below. So if you look at the original speaker here, it's got this 1-inch or 3/4 inch, whatever you want to call it, mount that's going around the speaker that allows you to mount it here. It has those 3 screws. So you need something to take just your regular speaker, and because if you try to mount this here, it's not going to work. So that's why these adapters are really important. So this guy goes in there. Once you have that adapter in there, then these two actually, this will mount appropriately. So all right, next piece is the speaker adapter electrical piece. So what you want to do is, depending on which one of these you get, you'll want to fish the electrical side in. And then depending on the speaker you decide to go with, you're going to have negative, positive. Make sure you hook them up correctly. So this is negative, this is positive. All right, so this is when it's all back together and you got your positives and negatives hooked up correctly. You have your plug there, and plug that back in. And you're done. That's what you're gonna do for all 4 doors. Pretty straightforward, super simple, right? You don't need to be an electrician to do this upgrade. So I think the speaker adapters were like $20 shipped. I think these were like, for 4 of them, they were like $6 or $7 or something like that. So total upgrade for the entire Land Cruiser was, you know, just over $100. And it's one of the few upgrades that I wish I had done before, simply because the sound quality overall in the car was so much better after changing these out. Hey guys, I hope this video was informative and helpful at the very least. So, something to think about. It's an easy upgrade, affordable upgrade, and the sound quality is noticeably different. The bass is much more present, the clarity of the music is significant. So, something to consider as far as doing upgrades. I didn't upgrade the subwoofer, and the reason is I'm putting a drawer system in the back. So I'm going to be covering up that subwoofer, and yes, it still may work back there, but I'm probably looking at putting a subwoofer somewhere else in the vehicle. And that being said, just replacing those 4 speakers, I don't feel like I need one right now. I really don't. So unless you're looking at some serious dubstep or something like that, you're probably not going to notice it. Guys, I appreciate you watching. Give it a thumbs up if you can, subscribe if you like, and until next time, safe travels.